Uh, Still sweep it with the IR goggles to make sure it's clear of other
Yeah,
things, and then start making my way at least towards them.
sure.
No
Yeah,
reason to be
following.
yelling across a
Yep.
warehouse.
We're
It is
following.
definitely outside of the range of where your lights could go, and you're not able to see them yet. But there is an amusing chuckle as you folks end up making your approach.
I keep the flashlight low anyway because he probably has very sensitive vision.
Sure. Voice
We're
says,
not. We're not. We're not exactly sneaking over to him, but we're not exactly.
No,
No.
no. He chuckles and says, turns out while you all have been busy here, and might I say, the fact that you're still alive means you've done a fine job, Artesia has been, misappropriated by undesirables, forced my relocation.
I'm guessing it was the remnants of the Boonesboro group.
Perhaps I didn't stay around to catch the pamphlet and get all the deets, you know.
Do you happen to notice if one wore a obnoxious suit and hat and called himself something stupid like megaphone?
You
Fletcher
know,
smiles as he starts laughing.
I thought they were just fucking with me.
We heard the spiel.
Yeah. They tried to recruit us into like this weird cult thing.
Huh.
Did you get an impression of how many there were? I kind of assumed they got fucked up back at their last place.
I
Well, they did
couldn't really take a hazard taking a look. I had to make a move while the sun was still out. Swaddled myself in a lot.
Well, so you're gonna
Well,
you're gonna hang
but-
out here.
I can't imagine that I would have had a longer life expectancy just waiting there for them. They seemed pretty intent on, I don't know, probably surviving, same as anyone else. So
Yeah, we got that kind of vibe as well.
They also seem to take a weird pleasure in just the anarchy of it all.
As you approach closer, you're able to start actually making out details, and sure enough, it is the
ghoul
rakish,
himself.
yes, the rakishly good-looking, man, misplaced fashion model, silky chestnut hair, perpetual 5 o'clock shadow, denim jacket, white undershirt, blue jeans, and tennis shoes.
It's not a 5 o'clock shadow. His genetics just naturally only allow it to grow into a fashionable length.
Pretty much, yeah. Like this is as far as it's gonna grow. A smile that almost like sparkles with the flashlight there, extremely dimly lit warehouse.
And he sparkles with the sun still slightly out. Fucking vampire.
Not him, just the teeth. Teeth. He says,
You might be in luck if you've been forced to move.
"Is that so? How have you all managed to survive here? I hadn't ended up finding anything interesting. There's just so much to cover for one man."
Helps when you're about 10.
Now, I don't remember leading 10 people here.
They found their own way in.
That's
Teleco-
probably
Teleco-
explains the pillars of light I ended up seeing in the Fort Drake, huh?
Yeah, and possibly the gunfire you might have heard.
Oh, gunfire, too.
They got some nice toys.
Now, I'm not saying we're trying to make a beacon of hope for people to flock to here, but,
Ex-military?
what's the word? Deserters?
Oh.
They weren't too happy with what the government was laying down.
APOC bringing out the worst in people. What a shame, what a shame.
Nothing classy about the apocalypse, I suppose.
Nah, just brings out the classless, and wouldn't you know it, those tend to be the ones that end up surviving. Damn.
They're not bad people.
All the good people, they die young, getting their throats ripped out by some sort of hell, or burned at a stake by some megaphone guy, yeah.
It seems like there should be some rule about not being a hero.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
If you don't mind me asking, where are you holing up these days?
The the
You don't
fashion
gotta be
model
too
site.
specific.
He says, well, I actually ended up just relocating. I thought I could make my stand, but there ended up being too many. I didn't like my chances. If they're looking for stuff, I can't imagine they're gonna stay in Artesia for very long. Ain't nothing but, well, especially if the school burned it down.
Funny how that happened.
I would not put it past them coming by here before too long.
No, judging by what's left, there might be a few dozen, perhaps more. Like I said, didn't really get a good look. More interested in running.
I'd be more than happy with seeing their downfall, but I'll leave that up to the Zeds.
They might force the issue, especially if you got that beacon of hope and wonder planted there, as it were.
We try not to turn it on too often, you know.
Sure, but many people who live around here do know that once upon a time there was a military base, and some, I imagine, might still hope the military is gonna ride in and save them.
Oh, believe me, I was just thinking of that.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen for a while.
No,
Or ever.
3 weeks and just the one chopper.
Well, what we heard from our new friends is basically that the government military is pretty much all collapsed. They're just getting ready to hole themselves up somewhere and wait it out. The ones that are left, at least.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He nods, says, well, you folks do have quite a bit of cover, and that is quite a premium for me. Don't really like traveling, especially during the daytime. Kinda got my own ball and chain, so you don't have to worry too much about me running with things.
No, what do you think about helping out?
So, I might be able to help with a few things. I do still know a few things about good old Fort Drake. You might not have run across them in your time. I have spent quite a number of months exploring around. He looks around a bit, though I do seem to recall there being a few photovoltaic arrays at one point.
They're being utilized.
Of course. Found them. You'll have to forgive me not telling you where everything was. I did not think you would survive as long as you have.
You didn't know us. There's nothing to apologize for.
Of course. And we're no
I mean,
good
come
guys
on,
here.
you shared tequila with strangers. Like, it's a good sign of a good person right there. Gives him a kind of disarming smile.
He laughs and flashes one of his own in the extremely dim light.
Suave off, go!
That's right, suave off. It's like how Trusty Tony had like that,
He has the sleeves off.
sleeves up.
Fletch has suave off.
Suave.
Frost says, well, I do have a few things that I managed to take with me on my bike. He'll actually lean down and actually like around like the door, so like where the office is. Let me just grab this, and he grabs the Mossberg auto pump shotgun with a pistol grip, chambered for magnum rounds, like I said before.
Didn't happen to come across anybody else in the town there, did you?
Other than all the
Before the miscreants showed up.
megaphonites, there were... there was a group of
All
four.
the megaphonies.
There was a group of four, just milling about, took a lot of the water with them. I don't know, didn't talk to them. They weren't interested in talking to me.
Yeah, no surprise.
He ends up taking he's got his shotgun, and then he grabs like a cooler, rather large cooler that he hefts easily with one hand, and he looks over and says, you know, these might be the last beers. You guys got a brewer by chance? I mean, I can do that, but I was so busy.
Didn't we come across something? I mean, not like a full still, but it seems like we came across something that somebody commented could be used to distill. Maybe it was one of the way back sessions.
I think one of the way back sessions, yes.
Like Summer Meadow or one of the other towns we passed through.
All the same, I do have a bit of crafting knowledge, and what with the distance now
No,
between...
I remember it recently.
Yeah, I
Because we
swear
made
it
a
was in the
joke about
past.
Granny MacGannigan after that.
Yeah, I don't remember at all. If
It
you
was
guys
probably
can...
before Boonesboro.
Yeah.
Might have been. It was really... Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
I do a bit of crafting in my time, and I can't say I make the best tasting beer, but I do make the best get your ass drunk beer.
Hey, it might be the only distillery in the known world. Once you get it going.
All the same, I do think that's about everything I had immediately here, anyway. Hold the shotgun and the cooler.
As long as well,
Well,
this will be an easier sell than a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you've definitely
Won me
proven
over.
you're not useless. So
He can brew
I
things.
can't say supplies are great, but we're doing okay for now.
Hey, actually, Fletcher said, well, might not be such a problem with that. Did you come across the horticulture area by chance?
We're working on it.
We've got some. We've got top minds on it.
Top men.
Like, he like, actually, like, he still wears the sunglasses. He actually, like, slides them down his nose so that the blue eyes can look. Top minds. You know,
What?
that Eugene fellow didn't look too bright.
He saw right through me.
Size. So, gonna need some more food. I can't imagine salvage moved every piece of food out of here. And,
Well,
no.
we got some things, but we're definitely going to have to start scavenging harder.
We found some meat. It turned out to be really bad.
Yeah.
Worst case, he like hisses through his teeth. I suppose the folks up in Artesia might have something.
Mm-hmm.
They probably wouldn't be too happy to see us again, although they definitely have some things of mine.
Have to make a raid of sorts, although
Cattle raid.
you think
Cattle raid.
You know, I don't think a raid is really so practical on a bicycle and whatever you were driving out there.
It's a
A few
forklift.
skilled people might be able to sneak in at night, though.
It's
So,
a
helicopter
fork-
raid?
We're going to do Halo jumps into the...
He shrugs. All the same, take me to your insert cliche stupid thing here.
Uh-huh.
Boss man?
Yeah, sure. We'll introduce you to the new guys and get you set up with a room.
Fantastic.
I mean, it should be pretty simple. I mean, you know the lay of the land. That alone is good enough for me.
I don't think we really got to worry about selling it.
The only one you might have a problem.
He's not a useless guy.
Okay, well, let's.
And we've dealt with him previously.
All right, if you wanna, you can you just sort of jam your bicycle in that gap between the sidecar and the forklift.
Or you could just ride beside us.
Yeah, you could
he
ride
not
ahead.
just that. He's gonna ride his bicycle. He can definitely outpace the forklift, but he'll keep a slow go.
If I run, I can outpace the forklift.
Yeah, definitely. Trusty Tony.
I was going to say, like, the kitten could probably outpace the forklift.
Yes, I've been tearing the kitten the entire way through this
That's
entire
right.
scenario. What of it?
Speaking of
Yeah,
that,
for like a few sessions.
as folks are sliding, Lance actually takes off the glasses and looks down at the kitten as, you're riding and he's biking like, well, isn't that just the sweetest little thing? How ain't you gotten bitten yet?
We've been looking
Wait.
over it.
It's the death of us.
Not yet, I see. Maybe a promise for a future time.
Yeah.
Boy, do you
Yeah.
keep it around. Morale? Does it tell jokes?
I don't know why
For
we
the
keep it.
ladies.
For the...
He says with a completely genuine smile.
Well, there might be a few of those that are there with the mega whatevers.
I feel your pain every time I say it.
You might be able to charm them with the kitten, lure them into giving you their food.
Is it really a kitten anymore? It's been we've had for like 4 weeks.
You're a kitten for a year.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we don't
after
know.
a year, they're no longer considered a kitten.
Doomy looks up at Trusty Tony with sad eyes, sitting in his lap
Aren't I cute anymore? Why can't I be a kitten?
with
You'll always
soulful eyes.
You'll always be cute to me.
The kitten secretly has rank 5 old soul.
The kitten nuzzles up against
It's
Trusty
gifted.
Tony's tummy.
This thing is going to be the death of me.
That's its name.
That's
Now
not-
the name is the death of us, not the death of me.
True.
Ah. Alright. And as soon as you folks get back within radio range, Breaker says, all personnel be advised there is an incoming Viking in along with Fletch. And like, Riggs cuts him off and says, shut up!
I'll call ahead and let them know that Lance is with us. He's been displaced and will be helpful to have around.
Breaker, like, attempts to, like, mount, like, some sort of defensive rig. Says, look, just be competent. Fucking privates. Sir, I'm a private first. Shut up!
So I'm gonna.
I hate this. Oh, I couldn't.
Well, all that first class means is that they've had more time to hate you.
Should have died along with everyone you've ever loved.
He didn't earn that stripe. He came in with college credit.
He fucking had, like, an Eagle Scout thing. Oh, shit. Yep, like an Eagle Scout qualified.
It's sad that that actually does give rank.
Or-
What? Oh, it does. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have Eagle Scout experience, you can come in as an E2, I believe.
Same if you complete ROTC program.
ROTC or college 30 semester hours college credit will get
Yeah,
you.
associates.
Mm-hmm. That's what I did.
All right. At any rate, you folks managed to make your way successfully without interruption to the front, where people have gathered because they're so interested. Yes.
Who's the new guy? Who could
Yeah.
it be?
Yeah, new guy. I won't.
Look
make
at those
everyone
steely blue eyes.
ask. Yeah, he is quite a charmer, especially with the glasses off. Totally looks like he doesn't fucking belong. So weird.
I might have to
Misplaced.
take him out.
Lance gets off his manly bicycle. Trusty Tony goes to park the fucking forklift.
On the helipad.
Yes.
Drive it up the stairs.
Frost will put the bicycle there too. Sure, why not? As for introductions and utility, let's see the military folks. Let me go ahead and check a few things here. Hold on.
I will say it's quite amusing because I listen to music while playing this. And sometimes the beat does not really match up with the tempo of what's happening in game.
Let's see. Ace and Jax, sort of browbeat rigs here, with Crash being too shy to step in, Zane being too scared, and Breaker just being, oh fuck it, I give up. The leadership of the NPCs, based on you folks vouching for them, and apparently since Lance knows the area and has brought along some useful intel, and apparently can brew.
He's got booze.
You know, by a 2-to-1 vote from the NPCs, they agree with your
Unanimous
suggestion.
decision.
Yeah, Riggs ain't too fucking happy.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Fuck yeah.
Riggs sees it as some sort of ruse that no one else can be trusted, in which case, probably the whole fact that this site can't be managed on its own. Just go back to minding your fucking shit, you nerd.
Can't buy love, but you can buy friendship with a case.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Fucking Jax
Nerd.
calls Riggs a nerd and everything.
Now, Potman has done nothing but read technical books for the past 3 weeks.
It's
Pretty
true.
much. And
He's
You're very dangerously close to being called that yourself.
he's been reading tactical manuals and getting high.
Oh, for the past hours, we've been toilet bound.
Yeah, he's been doing that too.
Yeah, and, shitting myself.
But
It's been horrible.
Good times.
that ends up taking care of the situation as well as the session. There will be not the session over like completely. There will be not sure how much time will pass between this and the next. It might end up being the one day. It might end up being an extended period of time. I need to check my All Flesh Must Be Eaten official event timeline. And besides, you folks might want to conspire to attempt to do things, which is something that the four of you need to talk about.
I would definitely report at least what Lance told us about the remaining megaphonies moving into Artesia, and the fact that we still need to get hooked up to that water supply somehow. So we're probably going to end up having to screw them over.
Exact numbers, Lance says he's not sure, at least a few dozen. He didn't pay too close attention when he was booking it out of there with his life. But he does know the layout of the area, as well as the fort, as well as Artesia itself extremely well, as he's done nothing but explore in the nights to pass his time for all these years. It's kind of a thing that he does. He's incredibly comfortable in the night, you could say.
He is one with the night.
As considering the fact that he can't really do day travel.
Yeah, it's kind of a really big selling point for him as well, because he's basically night specialized, which makes him really good for helping out and watching over the place during the night hours, when most of us who aren't so specialized at it,
yes.
Or you could go out, and scavenge in amongst the houses at night.
Yeah, well,
many things.
Yeah, basically anything he does at night will benefit from having him around, or anything we do at night.
Purely night specialized. I will make a sort of display of what he brings to the table, equipment, and his skills. Well, I haven't made any of the NPC skills available for you all to peruse, but he does have a few, and he is night specialized.
I noticed when you roll the friendly NPCs here, you even use a report instead of allowing it to expand.
Yeah, GM tooltips designed to condense things down. I only made a few rolls, just basically the rolls that I hadn't penciled down here on my notes, but for the combat stuff, I didn't want to bog things down with NPC rolls.
Yeah.
The opening combat against the deer wasn't really meant to be so much of a threat, unless you handle it extremely poorly, as a situation to see how cool things are right now for this. Not
only that, but it, being coupled with the arrival of the 4 group, it kind of came down to as well, do we want to fight the deer and alert the people that we have to go and confront, or do we just let the deer pass and then go confront them?
Yeah.
If we had just caught those guys out in the open, it would have been a completely different situation.
Yes, it was also meant to be a time crunch here. The deer themselves weren't that challenging, but if you guys had run up on the 4 people who were milling about scavenging out in the open, when they didn't have the time to try to position themselves, and you had your firearms with you, that would have been completely different.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's arm would not be multicolored blue right now. And 4 people would still be alive. No, they wouldn't.
That was their fault.
No. The situation was handled. They definitely were meek enough that they could have been persuaded, but Cat.
They weren't useful enough to make the argument, though.
No, that's definitely understood. I expected the situation to happen as it did.
Right.
But Cat smooth talking.
Smooth
they had
yelling.
A chance, damn it.
Her smooth intimidation.
Her smooth intimidation.
Which technically failed horribly because none of them were cowed.
No, Del saw right through that shit. They were pretty determined the way it is, especially with the gunfire.
She rolled a 6.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay, we're not going to hurt you, really.
Now, something that would have worked much better would have been someone like Fletch or Tony going up to the door and attempting a dialogue.
again,
Okay,
They would've
our
just
roles
killed them
compared
right
to
out.
cats, we could have smooth talked them in Morse code through the door. Like,
Like, you might have actually gotten them outside, at which point then you could
Right,
have
you
done bad things to them.
disarm them mentally, and then you ambush them.
Uh-huh.
I still think
But,
it's better
but,
than
you know,
having you
but-
guys doing that.
Sure, it definitely gave flavor and panache to Kathlyn. Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, are those the right words?
Mhm.
This gonna be like an SR4 situation where it's mandatorily buying off honorable.
I mean, you have flavor. Yeah.
I wouldn't call that a dishonorable thing to do.
No,
She
Sounded-
was going to vouch for them.
walking away would have been the honorable thing to do. She kicked the door in after
And then
yelling
murdered
that
them.
it didn't have to come to this.
And then murdered them. Yeah, it's
And
continuing
took
to
the
yell.
thespian and fucking crushed his entire torso.
yeah, it's pretty hard to.
And it wasn't
Here,
until
it's
the
like
guy was dead and two people were missing functional legs before she was like, "Hey, you guys can surrender."
I mean,
basically said that in my initial
if,
kick down the door.
If you had good intentions, we're well on the road to hell.
Like, if that's the best and good intentions that the cast members have to offer.
After they're all mangled and crippled and one of them's half unconscious, she's like, "Hey, we can still be friends.
You know?
I'll heal your wounds.
surrender now?
I'll treat your wounds that we just gave you."
And, you know, there was validity.
Because this
in
is
it.
your last chance.
You know,
It
they-
is their last chance, damn it.
They could have been of use. There was a carpenter among them, as well as a construction worker. And, the thespian,
Like Carpenter.
probably not, but he could have kept up morale.
Don't worry, that's
Just
what we got Potman for that.
You don't need that leg to do hand work.
Don't need that leg.
Well, why don't you tell
What
that to
about
their
the one
fucking
who's-
slit throats and crush skull? Yeah, what about the fucking thespian whose body just
Or
completely...
after he was laying on the ground with a busted up leg, coughing half to death, still feebly trying to attack you, you're about to start smashing his hands.
Smash
Those
his
are his
hands with the weapon
livelihood.
out.
So he's down one leg, and now you're gonna break his hands, so he can't even do handwork.
Bones heal.
Stop with all that fucking logic. That's
There
not what
was
we're here
nothing
for.
honorable about that confrontation. The honor ended with the kick in the door.
Yeah.
Ethics are all relative, right?
Exactly.
Sure. And relatively speaking, you got some pretty messed up ethics.
Hey.
Compared to who?
Pick someone.
Anyone.
Uh,
Fucking priceless.
all of you receive 3 experience points for this grandiose adventure.
Cool.
Oh god, I'm actually putting that down.
What's the point in recording it? We still need to fix all the math.
Yes. You've come to that issue, which that's definitely an issue. So, everyone, well, I shouldn't say everyone. Over the course of this adventure, 54 total experience points have been handed out.
Including
48.
tonight.
Yes, including tonight.
I
Now,
am at 54. I win.
Now, Aaron should be at 54 minus 6, which is
48. I'm there.
He's there. Jordan should be at 54 minus 3, because he missed a session, so he should have 51 total experience points.
That's what I
unspent and
actually
spent.
have.
Okay. And
Well, that's
Chris...
51 not including... Or that's including tonight.
Yeah, that's including
yeah,
tonight.
that's what I got. That's what
Okay.
I got.
And, of course, Chris should also have, 54 experience points. Now, somewhere along the way, Chris shortchanged himself.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
It's part of
I
my
think like
self-esteem,
5.
I think 5 experience points. Just fucking vanished into the ether.
Which is really strange because no combination of session... Well, a 3 and a 2. So whatever
Right.
the 2 session was and then one of the 3 ones you didn't record.
Did I do a
Yep.
2 experience?
Yes, we had 1-2 session.
I guess
And
it
then
was
we
a
had
really
one
short
4 session, so they even out to where every session has been 3.
Okay. So yeah, I've done a few 4 ones. Last session being a 4
Has it been a few?
Yeah,
I
there's
recall one.
there's been multiple 4 ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why previous to your last time telling us, I was actually down 1.